YSL clutch bag boss. Niggas love that my weave real long. Do my squats so that ass fat. Love my attitude, so he call me Lil Brat. Brat, he love me long time, cause it's cash, yeah, I match that.
You protect them at home, we help protect.
The glare on my glasses is bothering me so much. What is up, you guys? My name is Nayah, as you know, and you're watching Nayah Milani TV. So in today's video, I will be talking about postpartum care. I am 7 weeks postpartum. I'm almost 8 weeks postpartum. That's almost 2 months. So I feel like I have a little bit of a niche on what I can say that did and did not work. Things that you should buy before for just in case if you need them, etc. If I'm talking too low, I could only suggest you turn up your volume. I have my lovely son sleeping right here in my lap. Today is not a good nap day, and I really wanted to get this video done, so he's just gonna have to sleep in my lap for the video. Well, as you guys know, I don't like to ramble too much in the intro, so without further ado, we're gonna get straight into the video. I had an emergency C-section, so I did not have a vaginal birth. If you need a vaginal birth postpartum care video, this isn't the one for it. I didn't have to do too much vaginal care besides just cleansing. Most of my postpartum care was for my cut, so I have postpartum C-section care. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is basically comfort. As I said, I had an emergency C-section. That being said, I have a small incision at the top of my basically where my uterus was. So that being said, cloth and clothing and things like that sitting on top of it was extremely painful. So the number one thing that I suggest is having compression shorts that are longer. So I'll show you some examples. Compression shorts that are longer and underwear that go above your cut, preferably hipster underwear and ones without a waistband. So I'll show you what I have. I'm sorry if this is TMI, but these are the underwear that I bought. They are hipster panties from Walmart, and they're all topsy-turvy. They were like $16 for the pack, and they come up above my cut, and they're lace, so even if they do touch it, it's very soft, and it's not painful or any type of discomfort. These are the compression shorts that I was talking about. I got these in high school when I ran track, and they come way up above my stomach. Hold on, let me show you. They come way up above my stomach, so they don't touch my cut at all, and the pressure is really, really comforting. Loose clothing does not feel good, like, at all. It's fabric rubbing is a big no, so anything tight and secure works. These are some compression shorts that I bought like later in life, and as you can see, these are softer around where the butt is, and then like very firm on the stomach. That was like bliss. These are pregnancy, what is the word that I'm looking for? Pregnancy recovery shorts. The brand is called Body After Baby. And I got these through Aeroflow. These were really comfortable for the first week, just the first week. And I say that because A, once you get into the second week, this is a little too tight to the point that it becomes uncomfortable. And B, these are hot, okay? These are hot. You do not want to be wearing these for multiple weeks. So these are very comfortable for the first week. I wouldn't suggest bringing these to the hospital with you because you have to get undressed too much, but as soon as you get home, these are where it's at. These are the underwear that they give you in the hospital. They give you the briefs and they give you these boxer shorts. Wear these and tell your hospital to give you these. Make sure you only wear these if you have a C-section because these are way more comfortable. They're mesh panties and they're disposable. The only reason I kept these is because I didn't need them anymore and I wanted to keep one pair for my video. So they're mesh boxer shorts. They're disposable. They're super, super comfortable, like really stretchy, really soft, and they're firm. The waistband is like almost nothing, so it's really, really comfortable on your cut. These are the maxi pads that I use. With postpartum, with a C-section, you still have postpartum bleeding. That is something that I didn't know. So of course, all of the Lucia still comes out. I believe that's what it's called, Lucia or Lokia, one or the other. It still comes out regardless of if you have a vaginal birth or a C-section. It's got to come out regardless. These are the 3 pads that I use for postpartum. These are the ones that the hospital gives you. These are really, really big. They unfold 4 times, okay? Boom, boom, bam. And they're gigantic. They don't have wings, but I will say for that first week, that was like bliss. I didn't want to wear these because I was bleeding so much. These were what I used next. These are the Always super thin 8-hour absorbency ones, and this is, it's not the regular, this is the super, I believe. So this unfolds 3 times. I guess I can unfold it for the video, it's not that deep, but like I said, it's actually 9-hour absorption, and it's really comfortable because A, it's really absorbent, but it's very, very thin to your body. I'm used to wearing tampons, so I'm not used to having a pad on, honestly, and having one on in general was uncomfortable, but I think those were probably the most comfort for me when it comes to absorbency. You don't want anything on your body. The last few weeks of postpartum bleeding they were still kind of heavy, but they weren't heavy enough to the point I felt like I was wasting pads, but it wasn't light enough where I could use a panty liner. So what I decided to use was the Always discreet liners. These are meant for bladder leaks, so when certain women tinkle themselves, that's what these are meant for. So they're still very absorbent, and they're a little, so what they are is they're a little thicker than a normal panty liner, but they're thinner than a pad. So I felt like, okay, cool, I'm not wasting pads. Last but not least, my peri bottle came in handy so much with postpartum. This is whether you have a vaginal birth or a C-section. This comes in handy. You do not want to wipe, okay, period. Whether you have a C-section or a vaginal birth, I did not want to wipe at all. It was uncomfortable, it hurt, I didn't want to wipe. I don't know why it hurt, but it still hurt, and I didn't want to wipe. Even though I didn't have a vaginal birth, it still hurt. So my peri bottle was like golden, and I used this probably until like last week, okay? So that's like 6 weeks. I used this thing for 6 weeks. I did not wipe. I just squirted and then patted dry, and that was golden, okay, for like a month and a half. Make sure you take this home from the hospital because they're gonna give you one for free. Make sure you take it home, keep it, use it. It will be your best friend for those first whatever weeks. Hell, I could probably still use it now if I wanted to. So next I'm going to get into hemorrhoids. With a C-section and a vaginal birth, I'm sure it is so hard to push out your poo, okay? It hurts like crap. I wouldn't even, like, when I tell y'all, first of all, let's just say this. When you go home from the hospital, if you're anything deficient, they're going to give you pills for it. And I'm going to say this right now, vitamin pills make you constipated, okay? They gave me iron supplements for when I came home, and the iron supplements made me so constipated. I had him on a Sunday, and I went home on Wednesday. I didn't poop until Friday. I did not poop from Sunday to Friday, and when I did, it hurt so bad. I was like on the toilet, it like but it just hurt, you guys. So that straining led to me having hemorrhoids, and let me tell you, hemorrhoids with a C-section or a vaginal recovery, any type of hemorrhoids with that is just, it's like the final straw. Like, you're just ready to, like, these two came in so much handy. I used Tux pads to cool the area and soothe it. It makes it so comfortable for those brief seconds while you're wiping the hemorrhoid. And then Preparation H, and I use the cooling gel one. Oh my gosh, when I tell you guys, the cooling gel works so good. And then plus you don't have to worry about it in your panties or anything because you're already wearing a pad or a liner. So I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll lie to you not, you guys, it was gone in like a day, okay? Like a day, it was gone, it was done. Another thing that helps with the constipation, because pushing in general hurts so much when you just had a baby. I'll put a picture right here only because I don't feel like getting up to get my vitamins, my supplements in there, but the Senecot supplements help so much with constipation. They're safe for pregnancy, they're safe for breastfeeding, and they're safe for postpartum. They're safe, they're not gonna hurt you or your baby if you're breastfeeding, because I know I am, but y'all, them things work really, really good. Another thing with postpartum care, make sure you drink water and eat your freaking meals. I hear so many women talk about how they do not have an appetite after they have their baby. No one has an appetite after so much bodily strain. You literally have to force yourself or remind yourself, or just put a reminder on your phone or anything to eat and drink your water. You have to. It's so unhealthy to just like eat one meal a day after putting your body through so much work. Another thing with postpartum care, and I know this is probably the most difficult thing to say because I'm still battling with it myself, but is sleep. You have to make sure you sleep when your baby sleeps. And I know that is the hardest thing that I can possibly say, because how do I sleep with a child that's never sleep? And then when he does sleep, I gotta get stuff done. I know, because I do the same thing. Like, he's sleeping right now and I'm not taking a nap, I'm making a video. But it's hard, but you have to do it sometimes. Like, sometimes you have to sacrifice those things on your to-do list to get some rest. You cannot care for an infant if you yourself are not cared for. I would say another thing that you have to make sure you do is walk. And I know that is so difficult to say after a C-section, but it is so important to walk. You cannot sit and be idle, because that's not going to help you heal. It's not going to help you recover. When I was in the hospital, my nurse bless her soul, but she was like, you need to walk to the bathroom, and I was like, I'm not walking to the bathroom. So I really think that's it. That's all I can think of for postpartum care that I did. I hope those tips helped you out. Make sure you guys leave a like and a comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and also make sure you subscribe if you're new. If you're an oldie but a goodie, make sure you turn on your post notifications, because as you guys know, I am posting one video every week from now on. I am back from my little postpartum break. I'm ready to get back on YouTube and get back in the swing of things. Again, if I was too quiet during this video, I do apologize, but I don't have childcare. I wanted to get this video out the way, and my baby is asleep. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. He's waving. Bye guys.